Okay, so good evening, everybody. Yeah, I hate doing that at the beginning of every video. I was pulling my hair, bro. I gotta stop doing that shit. Alright, Charles Xavier here, recording live from ATL, USA, Old National Highway, 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, October 26, 2025. Okay, so I am reverse engineering my algo and what I was doing, and just taking a trade based on the algo, and then comparing the results to the website and the different time frames on the website to see what was going on, see what I was doing wrong. So my 5-minute my algorithm is a 4-part for just the platform part. It's a 4-piece algo. I'm waiting for this right here, the 98 green, to go negative, or this 298 positive to go negative, or the last might be 50 to go negative. Any of them to go negative. The actual, this yellow plus 88, or the plus 298, or the plus 98. So that means my direction is a buy. So let's check the 5-hour, because the last time I tried to sell Friday at 4 o'clock, it just bought up now. Like, it's still buying. So look, because I was taking it off of the hourly, I saw it sell on the hourly at 9, but don't even do that. That's just like one hourly candle or something, really. It's just one hourly candle. So on this site, on this chart, on the 5-hour time frame, you see it's all buys. This right here, stochastic RSI is 100 over bought, so I'm waiting for a sell to happen at some point. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have to wait for either this one right here, the highest low, the 390 to say 0 or neutral, or this 70 over bought, UO, ultimate oscillator, to say neutral. One of those got to say neutral. Or even if this one says neutral, but most likely that won't. It's going to be one of these other ones that says neutral first. So once this category says 1, then I will know my algorithm is officially ready for reversal. And that's what was messing me. I couldn't figure out the sell, because like a month ago, bro, 2 months ago, I was using the highest low and it was working. On the sells, I would wait for a sell for the highest low to go neutral, 0, and then I would sell it and it would work. But on the buys, I couldn't figure it out. It wouldn't wait for the highest low to go neutral for the buys, bro, because it's going to bounce off of either the 200 MA or the 100 MA. And then from there, it's going to blast back up until the stochastic RSI is 100 over bought and the UO or the highest low goes neutral. So that means this is the only time frame I'm taking a position from. And these are the only 2 indicators. It's going to either be the UO ultimate oscillator saying neutral, or this one says 50, so I'll say neutral, or the highest low to say from 390 plus 390 buy to 0. Until then, if I see any sales happen on here, I'm taking buys. So on this chart, I'll wait for my 30-minute stochastic RSI to say 0 oversold. When I say 0 oversold on my 30-minute stochastic RSI, I'm going to compare that with my 5-hour highest low. If it's still not saying neutral or highest low, that means this chart is still buying. And when it says oversold on this one, it means this one is done selling. So I'm going to have to look at the 30-minute oversold stochastic RSI is meaning the sell is over, because the 5-hour 100 overbought doesn't mean the buy is over. It means it's overbuying. They're overbuying. It's overbought. It's being bought more than it can handle. It's just going crazy. So when this chart will say 0, I know I'm ready to buy it. Now on my algorithm on the website, on the actual platform, it's gonna be, here's what I'm waiting for. So I'm gonna show you everything real quick, and from here we're gonna do new experiment where this is all we're doing, because we're just reverse engineering what we're doing wrong so we can trade against ourselves. That's all. Because the same trade I made, other people made that trade. I was not the only person that made that trade. It was other people that made the trade before I did that convinced me to make it with them. Bounced up. Cool. Just reverse engineer what you did. So now I'm going to be on my 30-second algorithm strictly for re-entries. I compare this algorithm with my 30 minutes to catch the RSI versus my 5-hour highs, low, or UO. So right now we're waiting for this whole thing to go negative, because you see last time it all went negative. This breached zero, this breached zero, this breached zero, and this one breached zero. Once they all breach zero, it crossed right here, and then boom, from there you see green pop up and shoot up. Now I know what that means, and I'll be taking that move. So when I see that move, that's my re-entry. I was reversing on a re-entry. Common mistake, so I gotta stop being common. So that's why I'm filming everything, so I can keep a record. And now this is the new thing we're gonna do. So when this happens and they all are negative, I'm gonna come back and I have $5 I already have in my wallet on my account. I just gotta log in and transfer it over. And then I'm just gonna start with the 5, and I'm gonna wait for the sell, and then I'm gonna go in for a buy. Then it's gonna do it again. I'm not off till Friday, bro. I gotta work the whole week, bro. And I was off today, and they asked me to come in, and I'm coming 2 hours early and shit. And it was just a real busy day, so I don't even get a fucking rest. I can trade, but by the time it's all good, because I'm getting the hours up now, so it's like whatever. The next 2 trades are gonna be nice, so I'll be able to load up the account nice, and I just have to keep running with this as fast as I can. So I wasn't worried when the market just opened. I just got home and I looked at the account and the shit crashed, and I was like, oh shit, that's fucked up. So I have to just brush off the despair and then just get back in the game. Okay, so what did you do wrong? Alright, cool, nigga, you confuse your re-entry with reversal as always. Stop doing that. So what's the real reversal? You're gonna wait for your 5-hour to say neutral. Okay, cool. When your 5-hour says neutral, then you're gonna come to your 5-minute and reverse engineer that and see how close that is to saying zero and breaching zero. That should be breaching zero as well. And then you'll know for real that, okay, that's how strong this is. You literally have to wait for it to go all the way to zero. And everything else is just a re-entry. So now we got negatives coming up, and we're gonna wait for that to bring everything down. And yeah, wait for it to bring everything down, and then shoot up. So we are waiting for all this whole algorithm to be negative, and then we're gonna buy that motherfucker. We're gonna check the 30 minutes to catch the RSI. We're gonna buy it with $5, buy it like twice, try to double it up. And then if we're still up, when it does it again, we just gotta do it again. So we'll just keep doing that move, because that's what Holly says to do. Just put 50% of your account on that move. Basically, just I'll be sitting on my 30-second. I wait for it to all go negative. I try to come on from work, do my writing, and just keep checking while I'm writing. I'll just be writing my books and waiting for the signal. Check it every little so often, and then once I catch it, I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna take the move and then just keep writing or whatever, and then just close it out. I'm gonna go to sleep or whatever. Or by that time, if I see another one, I'll catch like one more and then get out later and stuff. So, alright, so we're good. We're gonna wait for this algorithm to go all negative, and then once it's all negative, we'll see it start to go up again, and then from there we'll be good. So we're gonna come back when that is done and ready. So right now it's 7 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see how long this actually takes, because this market opened at 5, or this market for now is to open up at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and the 4-hour candle opens up at 6, and the next one is 10. 4 hours apart, of course, so the next one is 10. So we are waiting for that. So now I just have to apply what I learned. So we're waiting for that to go all negative. Once it all goes negative, we're gonna wait, and that's our entry. all gotta go negative, but it's gonna take some time. And then once it's all negative, I'll come back and it's all gonna be negative. These are 30-second charts too, so it don't take super duper long, but it could still take hours and stuff. So yeah, so now I see it. Like normally I would have seen this and oh yeah, we're gonna sell it. No, bro, it all has to go negative in this 30-second. It's about to oscillate right back up. So let it all just go negative. Once it all goes negative, you'll see the MACD lines right here cross, and then you'll see green popping up. You'll look at your 30 minutes stochastic RSI. It should say 0 oversold right now. It said like, didn't it say overbought or something like, it's like 80 or 90 something, or maybe 100 overbought. So just waiting for that to go to 0. Once it's 0, then I see what it is, and we're gonna buy that bitch, and we know stochastic RSI, I gotta buy that to 0, so we just wait, and then that's gonna be our re-entry. So if we want to use just strictly the website, which we're gonna reverse engineer the algo on the website to figure out what they're both saying at the same time, so we could trade them independently or at the same time, I can just use my 5-hour highs low versus my 30-minute stochastic RSI. So my 5-hour highs low is green, positive 390. Boom, my 30-minute stochastic RSI goes 0. That's my re-entry for a buy. Cool. I just need to know what signal I was taking for a reverse wholesale. Because I was doing highs low a little while ago, a month ago or two, and it was working very well. I was cashing out. Couldn't figure out the buy. I would catch it with the sell, and then I just abandoned it. I just stopped trying. I was so fucking confused. I was like, when it turns 0, that's your sell. But when it's time to buy, it buys way before that shit says 0. Bro, what the fuck is happening? Because it's a buy. It's bouncing off that 200 or that 100, bro. Easy. Okay, cool. So because it's a sell, it's a short. It doesn't happen often. So it's a rare occurrence. So like it's a pre-scheduled killing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So after a certain point, it'll go down. So we're gonna let this whole algorithm go negative, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna buy it. So we'll come back and see what the price is. So look, 25,572. I gotta get ready to load this account up so I can do this on there. So I'll be back later. I'm listening to a little bit of music, and I'm gonna do some writing. Get ready to do some writing. That's what I was gonna try to do. It's already 7 o'clock. I want to just do that. Let me see. So I'll be back later. Thank you all so much, and goodbye. See you later.